Hey, how's everybody doing? My name's Lex Scoop and I'm back and I bring you another Modern Warfare 3 gameplay. This time it's kill confirmed on mission. I go 27-2, so I don't know what to talk about. I figured maybe I'll just talk about the gameplay this time. I really enjoy this map, and I know right here at the beginning I'm just kind of like, I'm rushing, and I usually like to do the same thing as I flank. I usually take different routes, but I usually like to flank and come up from behind them because I usually don't see it coming. But I really like this area, this center area of this map. I think it's because there's only a couple ways in, and if you can control those areas. I was trying to get that that clan tag, the dog tag, but I didn't get there in time. So I figured I'd put one bouncing Betty at the one end, put a motion sensor at the other end, so that way I could be able to see anybody coming from either ends. And right here I get a little sidetracked and I start getting out of my zone that I like to be in, but it's because I saw action and I saw tags and I figured, hey, let's go get those tags. Right here, I don't know if you're watching the replay, this guy's, he lost track of me. I pulled off a good move and he just got lucky with firing from the hip. Another tag. I have actually come up with a theory. Now, as far as the kill confirmed dog tags, if you die, respawn as quickly as possible and then kill yourself. Now, the whole theory with the dog tags is that when you die the second time, your initial dog tags disappear. So by killing yourself right when you respawn, you'll remove your old dog tags, and you will more than likely respawn in the same general area that you just died in, and that way you can pick up your own dog tags, and then they won't get any dog tags. So this is kind of a theory that I've kind of come up with, and I'm not quite sure if it's gonna work. I'm not quite sure how accurate it is. This is only something I've heard. I haven't tested the theory out at all. But back to this area. I love this area. There's always just people running around. This was back a long time ago when I was using, I think this is just after first Prestige. When I did the Road to Commander, I stuck at 80 for a while. And I was using that gun as my secondary. And it's because I thought, at the time, I thought it was the best secondary. I don't run duels, so... But once I realized how much kick it has and how uncontrollable kick it has, I ended up switching to the MP9s, I think they're called. I can't remember. I can't remember. This gun has so much kick on it, it's ridiculous. I had to use it. I had to switch to it because my MP7 was out of ammo, so I had to switch over to that weapon and it wasn't working, so I had decided to pick up this guy's Type 95, which is actually pretty good for long range, and I get my stealth bomber. And I don't really know where to place them a lot of the time. I usually like to sit there and wait until I see a whole bunch of red dots and then I decide to place it, but at that time I figured I'd get a few. I got 3, so it's not too bad. Yeah, I like this part of the map here because it's usually a high traffic area. I usually try to get myself into a high traffic area that has only a few entranceways, and use Bouncing Better Claymore to guard the one entranceway, and then focus a lot of my attention on the other entranceway while patrolling the rest of the area. So that's kind of like what I was doing here, and especially if you know where they're spawning from. And it's a good way to keep control of them. So that way, if they're spawning on the one side of the map over by C? Shit, I can't remember. B's obviously in the middle. A dom is at the top of the street, I think. B dom's at the bottom. No, C dom's at the bottom. Yeah, C dom. So if they're spawning at C dom to the left there right now, you will see, you know, more than likely they're going to come from this entrance. They're not going to spend their entire time flanking all the way around and coming up from behind you just to get you, and unless they play like I do at the beginning, which is what I did anyways. But most people won't do that because it's a lot of traveling and a lot of you know, a lot of effort just to get one kill. People don't like to do that. Plus, I have a lot of my teammates that were on this side of the map, so if they tried flanking around, there's a good chance my teammates would take care of them. I'm still using Buddy's Type 95. I think that's my second death. I'm pretty sure that's my second death. That'll be my last death of the game. But which is good because I got my MP7 back. That's actually not a good spot. I found that by putting it in between the door and the wall there, it doesn't actually trigger when people walk by it because the door blocks the sensor and it doesn't trigger at all. So you have to. I didn't notice it. I don't think I noticed it at this time. I might have actually. I might, not quite sure, but I might actually go pick it up and move it. But I'm not quite sure. What's going on, fat ass? Anyways, the MP7 is it's a pretty. It's a lot of people think it's really overpowered, and it is. It is pretty powerful. It's not entirely OP. Just like any submachine gun, they're ridiculous from medium to short range, but they're pretty shitty from medium to long range. So you know, if you put range on it and a suppressor, which is what I usually do, and because of the fact that it is next to zero recoil whatsoever, you can get a lot of long range shots because there's no recoil, so it just stays on point. And the only excuse you can have for missing, the only excuse you can have for missing a kill is with due to your aim. So I'm coming up on my. Pretty sure I'm coming up on my another. I just called him the Blackbird. I'm pretty sure, or not the Blackbird. They don't call it the goddamn. Should be called the damn same thing. You know, my bouncing Betty's still there, even though somebody's already walked past it, and somebody has thrown a grenade right next to it. Man, those motion sensors are just amazing. Yeah, I'm coming up on my second stealth bomber. Not on this life though. See, it's still there. I don't understand. How can it still be there? So I pick it up and move it. I put it on the other side. I figured it'll actually ignite. I think this is the game where I actually found out about the fact that if it's in between the door and the wall, that it doesn't detonate. It doesn't get triggered and detonate. So at this point in the game, we've got a really good lead. We've got a 2-to-1 lead pretty much. And I'm just kind of looking to get those last 3 kills. Oh, we're coming up on the last one here. Rawr. All right, that's game. I hope you enjoyed the gameplay. I don't do a lot of commentaries where I talk about the gameplay itself and my thoughts on the maps and stuff like that. So I hope you guys enjoyed. And this is Lex Group saying rate, comment, subscribe. Doochie doo skadoosh.